guys, and welcome back. Today I am doing a mini book haul and reading list for fall. I have a whole bunch of new books. Well, some of them are new. Some of them I got a while ago, but I didn't have enough to do like a full book haul. So I've been saving them up, and then there are a couple books in here that I've had for a long time, but they're on my reading list. So I figured I would do a combined mini book haul plus fall reading list. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you as always for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start at the top of my pile because this is a huge pile of books. But this first one is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I've already read this one. I probably won't read it for a while, even though it's a really good book for the fall time. Like, I would say Frankenstein and Dracula would be my top Halloween books to read. Frankenstein, Dracula, Wuthering Heights. There's a whole bunch of kind of more gothic novels that would make a really good Halloween reading list. It was on sale for $6 and I picked it up. I'm really excited to have it in my collection now. Oh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde would also be a really good Halloween book to read. I should do like a Halloween reading list. But anyways, Frankenstein is really good if you were thinking about reading that one. Then I also got Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I don't know why I said it that way. I read this one recently and I really liked it, surprisingly. And I don't really like Charles Dickens, so it kind of surprised me that I did like this one. But it was actually really good and I enjoyed it. So I thought I would buy it. There's only a few Charles Dickens that I own and love. So far they are Tale of Two Cities, David Copperfield, and now Great Expectations. So those are the only three that I actually own. Oh, and I have A Christmas Carol, which is pretty good as well. But yeah, I thought I would add this to my Dickens collection. And then I have Othello by Shakespeare. Obviously, this is such an old copy of it. I got it secondhand. A lot of the books I got secondhand, but I'm just trying to collect all of the Shakespeares, or at least all of the ones that I like. I probably will stay away from the history ones because they don't interest me as much, but Othello is a really, really good one. So I wanted to add it to my collection. I think it's one of my favorite tragedies after maybe Macbeth and Hamlet. Those are like two of the best probably. And then I'd say Othello. So yeah, really excited to add this one to my Shakespeare collection. It's a growing collection. My Shakespeare collection is growing. Oh, and then this next book, I love this book. It's Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. Again, I got this one secondhand, so it's a bit beaten up, but it is such a good book. It's such a strange novel. It's weird. It's hard to describe this novel because it's so weird, but I really enjoyed it when I read this one for the first time, so I wanted to add it to my bookshelf. Reminds me a lot of Slaughterhouse-Five. Like, I feel like it's not the same, but it kind of has similar elements to it, I guess. It's definitely not for everyone. It is a little bit of a more challenging book to, I guess, read or understand, but if you're into these types of novels, definitely recommend it. Or even if you're just thinking about it, just give it a try because you might end up finding it really funny, like I did. So anyway, Catch-22 is now one of mine. Oh, and then this next book, I actually just got these two next ones. They just arrived. This is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. I think Haddon. I'm currently reading this one. I actually need to finish it today. I have about 80 pages left and it's not like a hard read, so I'll probably finish it tonight. But my God, I love this book so much. I'm reading it for one of my book clubs and I kind of knew that it was going to be my type of book. So instead of taking it out of the library, I bought it and I'm really, really glad I did. I really love this book. I don't know why, but it reminds me so much of Catcher in the Rye, which is one of my like all-time favorite novels. I believe the child is autistic or he has or he's on the spectrum. And I didn't think Holden from Catcher in the Rye was, but now that I think about it, maybe he also was on the spectrum as well. It's such a good book. Like, oh my gosh, I just love the main character so much. Like, he narrates it and you just feel for him this entire book. And oh my God, his parents. It gives you way more insight into what it is like to work with a child who has autism or to be around a child with, or not even a child, like an adult, I guess, as well. To be around someone who is on the spectrum, you can like see things from their perspective a bit more. I feel like I'm learning a lot about it, and I really like it. It's such a cute but sad book at the same time, and it really makes you appreciate life a little bit more. So anyway, that is Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. And then this is for another one of my book clubs. This is The Vanishing Half by Brit, Bennett. It's such a beautiful cover. This one I don't know too much about yet because I haven't started yet. I gotta start it like tomorrow. Like I have to. I'm gonna be so far behind for my book club. I'm really interested to read it. I feel like it's gonna be a really touching, heartfelt novel. I will let you guys know how it is. Hopefully I will finish it before the end of September. It is September 24th today, so I hopefully will finish this one. I gotta finish the Curious Incident of the Dog one first, but then I gotta start this one tomorrow because I have like hardly any time. I'm so behind on my reading. Okay, and then the next 3 books are on my reading list, but they're not new. I've already had them for quite a long time. The first one is The Fellowship of the Ring, which is obviously the first novel of Lord of the Rings. I have read this one before, but it's been a really, like, I read it when I was quite young, probably like 13 or 14, maybe a little bit older. I don't know. I'd say 13, 14. It's been a really long time since I've read this one, and I also really want to read the whole series. Like I've read The Hobbit, but I've never read Two Towers or Return of the King, and I just love Lord of the Rings so much that I figured I gotta read the novels so I can really get everything that the movies are great. Obviously, I love those movies so much, but I want to be able to understand the lore a lot more, like the real Lord of the Rings fans. So this fall, I'm gonna tackle Fellowship, and then hopefully Two Towers and Return of the King will follow shortly after. The next book is been on my reading list for a while, and it is The Once and Future King by T.H. White. I have read this one before as well, but it's been a while. I probably read it when I was in grade 10 school, and it's just been a long time, so I want to reread it. And I was really into Arthur and Camelot, all of those stories and legends for a while. In 2020, I kind of got like obsessed with all the King Arthur stuff again, so that's why I really wanted to read this. Oh, look at that. I got it for my birthday last year. And that means it's been almost an entire year and I still haven't read it. So that's the thing with me. Sometimes books are on my reading list for years before I actually pick them up and read them, which is kind of strange. But I feel like there's just so many new books that are coming out, or so many books that even though you love them so much and they're your favorites, you don't end up rereading for a long time because you want to read all these new books. And then the last book is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, which I have actually never read. I talked about this one in my previous reading list video. These last 3 books I just talked about, I believe were all in my previous reading list, and I just haven't got to them yet. So hopefully I will get to them this season. This one's not too long, so I think I can read it quite fast. The problem with me is that I have books on my personal reading list, but then I'm also in 3 book clubs, so I have to like balance things out, and sometimes I have to not read the books that are on my current reading list to make room for the books on my book club reading list. So it's a balance. I have to work it out, but I think that's why it takes me so long to get through the books on my bookshelf, because they'll be sitting there for years before I finally get to them. But I do hope to read Brave New World this fall. And that sums up this video. It's gonna be probably quite short, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like book videos. Obviously, I love reading, and it's just one of my favorite pastimes, so I do a lot of it. Let me know if you have any book recommendations. I also just realized my camera is crooked, so this whole video will be slanted. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any book recommendations for me. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.